Hey, what's up? It's Patrick Rose via Fire, and I pray this message reaches who it needs to reach. So let's talk about how to embody confidence. And I'm gonna explain this in a spiritual perspective. I'm not gonna break this down in like a physical perspective. I'm gonna break this down in like a spiritual perspective, relating to like God and just being spiritual. Um, so confidence is a gift from God, bro. I look at confidence as an inner light. You know what I'm saying? Confidence is like an inner light, and it's also like a gift from God. Confidence is something that comes from within, and it's like an inner light that just shines from the inside out. You know what I'm saying? Like that's where confidence really starts. It starts from within. It's like a gift and it's like a light that God placed within a person. And I'm gonna use like modeling as an example. Let's say you got this model and you know how they wear they clothing and stuff like that. And you might hear things like you gotta rock basically you gotta rock your clothing as opposed to like letting your clothes like it's like the example is like basically you gotta rock your clothing as opposed to like your clothing, you know what I'm saying, wearing you. You gotta wear your clothes as opposed to like your clothes wearing you. It's like you are it's like you gotta let your confidence shine from within, and then you know what I'm saying, from inside out. Like you gotta let like that inner light of confidence shine from within. Like you know what I'm saying? Like don't be like, for example, let's say like people who are into like, you know what I'm saying, like modeling or like even like some type of like putting together some, nice outfits or whatever. It's like you gotta rock your clothes as opposed to like letting your clothes like wear you, if that makes sense. You are, for example, I'm gonna give y'all like two examples. I don't know how to kind of like explain it, but I'm gonna give y'all like two examples. Like, let's say like you got two models, right? And one of them is like they have the same exact, they have, how do I actually break this down? Hold on, let me think of like an example. Let's say like you got a model, right? And let's say they take two pictures, you know what I'm saying, in the same clothing, right? But in one picture, like it feels as though the clothes they wearing, you know what I'm saying, they not really wearing the clothing. It's like the clothing is almost wearing them, as opposed to like letting that inner light shine from within and like actually rocking whatever they are wearing. You know what I'm saying? You are it's like you gotta be the star. You know what I'm saying? You gotta rock whatever it is. Like you gotta be the star. You gotta let your inner light of confidence shine. It's you who's supposed to, you know what I'm saying, wear and rock that clothing. You know what I'm saying? You're not supposed to let your clothing wear you, in the same way, like even when it comes to like your talents, and even how it comes to like how you speak, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be the star. You know what I'm saying? You can't like almost like let the stuff just um like, how do I break it down? Like you gotta be the one in a way, you gotta be the one to kind of like rock your talents, and you gotta be the one to rock how you speak and how you express yourself. It's like you gotta have that inner confidence and you gotta have that inner light. And looking back at my life, bro, I used to be shy, bro. I used to be like a very shy person. And I used to have no confidence, you know what I'm saying? Like when I first came into the kingdom, and I was shy, I had no confidence, I was scared to speak in front of an audience and this and that. But it's like the same way I gave y'all like that example about like, you know what I'm saying, wearing your clothes as opposed to like letting your clothes wear you. That's the same way you gotta almost like rock your voice. Like you gotta almost like, I don't know if control is the right word. It's like you gotta be the one to express. Let me just use the word express. You gotta be the one to express your voice. You gotta be the one to express your talents. You gotta really have like a certain type of energy about you, to whereas um you gotta kind of like be bold, bro. You gotta be bold with like how you carry yourself and how you speak. And this is something that, it could take time, because when I first came into the kingdom, bro, I really wasn't that confident. I was kind of like scared. I was shy. I was intimidated and this and that. But once I started following God and God was working on me and I became more confident, and the light of confidence within me started to grow, then I started to see myself being the one to I'm still trying to find the right word, but in a way like control like how you speak and how you express yourself and what you wear. And in a way, you're not just letting your talents kind of like um you're not just letting your talents be all over the place. You know what I'm saying? You're not letting your voice be all over the place. It's like you have some type of self confidence and some type of self control, to whereas you are able to express yourself in a certain way, and you are able to express yourself in a certain light. And the reason why I wanted to break down this message on how to embody confidence in like a spiritual perspective, because I feel like confidence is definitely something that is given by God, bro. It's like really like a gift. And I'm talking about true confidence. It's really a gift from God, bro. Like it's really something that only God could give. God could give you that confidence. Cause I done seen where you know, God could turn somebody shy and turn them into somebody who is confident. You know what I'm saying? I used to be shy. I used to be like uh not confident. I wasn't even able to get on camera and start talking, and let alone start talking like without feeling nervous, without feeling like scared and this and that. But like, you know what I'm saying? And I guess the word I was looking for is actually like embody, but at the same time, that's what the title is. But I kind of like said control, like how to control, like, you know what I'm saying, like your voice and like, um your talents and things like that. But I guess the word is embody. The word was right in the title the whole time, bro. But yeah, it's like you gotta embody your voice, you gotta embody like the talents and all these different things. And I'm just kind of like freestyling this message and just letting like basically just what comes out, you know what I'm saying? I'm just freestyling, um and I'm just putting it out there. I'm just sharing like my experience on like my journey from being like shy to being confident and stuff like that. And I feel like there's a lot of people who could relate to this topic, because there's a lot of people out there who are shy and they come from, it's as though they are scared of their own voice. You got people out there, they are scared of their own voice. They cringe out by the sound of their own voice, bro. You have so many people, bro. Um, bro, if they did like a study or like a research, how many people cringe when they hear their own voice, bro, that's a decent number, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like people is um yo, I had stopped the recording, but I also wanted to come back and add this to the message. So I wanted to say that you got people out there to where as though they act as though they are afraid of their own voice. They act as though they are afraid of their own talents, you know, and they act as though they are afraid to express themselves and to really express the gifts and the talents that God gave them, you know. And like embodying confidence really goes into a lot of things. Like, let's say you're a singer, like embodying confidence goes into how you sing. Like, you could tell the difference between somebody who's embodying confidence and how they sing versus somebody who's not embodying confidence in how they sing. Like, you could tell, let's say somebody's a model, you could tell the difference between somebody who's embodying like the clothes they wear versus somebody who's not, and you could tell the difference. Um, it's like some people act as though they are scared to express the very talents and the very gifts that God gave them. And I just wanted to make this message as like to encourage people to use your gifts and use your talents for God, man. Do not be scared to express yourself for God, and do not be scared to express your voice and your talents and your poetry. Don't be afraid to express all these different things and all these different um basically all these different things that God gave you, because God gave you all these talents for a reason. God gave you all these talents so you could use them to serve his kingdom, and so you could use them to follow him. So don't be walking around acting as though you are scared to express your talents and as though you are afraid to express your gifts and stuff like that. And yeah, man, like you gotta, embody confidence in how you talk, how you speak, how you express yourself. You know what I'm saying? Do not shy away from who God called you to be. Do not shy away from expressing yourself to your fullest potential in your talents, in your gifts. You gotta embody confidence. Let's say you're a piano player, you gotta embody confidence in that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta embody confidence in how you sing. Let's say you're a singer. Let's say you're a rapper, and let's say you are doing all these, you are using all your talents and your gifts, and you are using them for God's kingdom. You know what I'm saying? Um, you gotta embody confidence, bro. Like, this is something that, what I'm saying, you gotta pray about and ask God to teach you how to embody confidence, because this is a journey that I had to take too, man. Like, it took a long time, bro. It didn't happen overnight. It didn't happen like, oh, one day I was shy, then the next day I'm confident. Nah, this is something that God worked on me about for a long time. And um just keep working on, like your confidence, and um keep expressing what God wants you to express, and always follow God, bro. Always like give God your best, bro. Follow God. And yeah, that's pretty much all I basically wanted to say on this message. This was kind of like, something I just wanted to just record, just put out there, man. I ain't really write nothing down. I just wanted to just keep it real, bro. I just freestyle and, just put it out there, man. But yeah, that's basically my thoughts and opinions on how to embody confidence, man. Peace.